I'm gonna shed your minds!
You see, like, look, I have a shirt of someone getting shattered, so I'm gonna, like, shatter your guys' minds with this deck tech. HyperdriveMTG.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? HyperdriveMTG here. I'm your host, Austin, and today I got a really cool colorless Cascade list using Zhulodok, the Void Gorger, aka the Commander, for the new colorless precon coming to us in the Commander Masters set. Let's get right into it.
So let's start off with the commander for this deck, Zhulodok, Void Gorger. Zhulodok, Void Gorger is a 6-mana, colorless, 7/4 legendary creature Eldrazi that reads, colorless spells you cast from your hand with mana value 7 or greater have Cascade. To explain Cascade, the reminder text explains it really well. When you cast one, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card that costs less. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. Put the exiled cards on the bottom of your library in a random order, then do it again. The best way to take advantage of this commander in the colorless color pie is to use cards with cost reduction effects that have high costing mana costs, or use a bunch of mana rocks to play really high casting spells to cascade into more stuff. This is one of the only colorless strategies that promotes a really go wide strategy better than every other colorless deck in the format. The one cool thing about that is that colorless decks were already a go wide strategy anyways, but now this allows you to go even further and allows you to get continuous value off of your big scary spells, which kind of acts as a way of giving you card draw. It's not entirely card draw, but it is continuous value off of the spells you cast. There won't be very much to this deck tech. It's going to go over the bombs, the removal, and the combos that you use in this deck in order to win the game. I'm not going to be going over Mana Rocks in this primer because Mana Rocks are subjective and based on your budget. There are a lot of Mana Rocks in colorless. You should just use what you have available to you, or what you can proxy. Let's start with the meat and potatoes of this deck, the bombs, the big scary spells that we use to cascade into other big scary spells. A colorless deck wouldn't be a colorless deck without the Eldrazi Titans. We run both Kozileks, as well as both Ulamogs for removal and mandatory win cons. We run Emrakul as a win con as well with our combos to take control of people's turns. Conjure of Ruin gets a lot of things in our deck and makes things cost cheaper. It can get Void Winner. It can get Myko's Think Golem, which will combo with our deck. Metalwork Colossus does the same thing, as well as Myr Enforcer. And Sojourner's Companion. Sandstone Oracle is when our hand's empty, cascade into it to draw cards. Caldera Complete is an honorary Eldrazi Titan and really good. Portal to Phyrexia is amazing. Ingenuity Engine combos with cards in our deck. Akroa's Memorial is really good. And Darksteel Forge protects our board. And just remember, in addition to casting any of these spells, you get to cascade twice if your commander's out. That is insane. This is an artifact deck, so we get shut down by quite a few things. We want to run ways to remove those things if possible, and we want every out to them that we can get. We are in colorless after all, so our options are limited. Null Rod is one of the most iconic effects in Magic. Stony Silence is the exact same card, and Collect Roof is the most common out of all of them. Karn the Great Creator is notable as well. It is very difficult for colorless decks to beat these style of effects, but there are ways to do it. Most of them are at 5 mana or more. There are a couple options that are lower than that, but there are not many to choose from. One thing I hope they do with the new precon is I hope they add some ways to remove Stony Silence effects in the colorless color pie to help out the deck more when they release it. All Is Dust is one of our only options in order for removing Stony Silence. Introduction to Annihilation is another option as well. Invasion of Ravnica is also good. Not as well, but Ugin is 1 more mana. You won't be able to cast it, but Ugin the Spirit Dragon can get there. Spatial Contortion is great for dealing with Collect Roof. Meteorite deals with Collect Roof very well as well. Goblin Boomkeg also deals with Collect Roof, as is Duplicant. And we run every Snowland in our color to activate Mouth of Ronan. Some counter magic we have is Not of This World, which also cascades, and Warping Whale. And from the bottom of my heart, Wizards of the Coast, please give us more interaction. Let's talk about the last section, some of the notable combos in this deck that make us go crazy. With Moonsilver Key, you can tutor for key mana ability cards, such as Forsaken Monument and Basalt Monolith, to make infinite mana. With enough permanents, you can use Koldathor Forge Master to tutor for things like Mystic Forge or Clock of Omens to generate a lot of value with enough permanents to play your entire deck. Then you can throw Erratic Portal into the mix, along with a Mycosynth Golem or Metalwork Colossus, or even a Myr Enforcer or Sojourner's Companion to play your entire deck with Cascade with your commander out. While taking a Manifold Key, make a bunch of mana with the following cards. That's all I got for you guys today. Deck list is in the description.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the deck. I hope you enjoy cascading your whole deck and doing crazy things with colorless shenanigans. As always, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave any comments you have in the comments below. And as always, stay hyper.